There we go. And pop open music. Probably help if I actually turn on the correct screen. Just turn everything on first. And lower the music just a bit. There we go. Start up 300 years. And once that's loaded, I'll put my screen on properly. Still loading up. Make sure I share it on Discord as well. There we go. And now we're in. Oh yeah. Hmm. Okay. If I remember right in my last stream, I was saying that I may want to change how I'm doing the ground. So maybe I'll do that this time. Start the terrain over. Make it a lot simpler. And for stuff like this area where I'm doing farming and stuff, I'll have it like a separate mesh that goes over so that I have a bit more control over it. Literally just use the ground as a way to, you know, for the intended purpose, like have it be the ground. Though I think the reason for that was that it was lagging as heck, and it's not doing that anymore, so maybe I'll just leave it like that at the end. I kinda got things as I want them anyway. Did I turn off my camera? I had two cameras last time. I might be just getting confused. There it is. Here. Okay, so our rock right now is here. It's currently looking in that direction. I want it to look over yonder. Something like that. Once again, I do not have my reference handy, so let's go get that. And it's going to, there we go. Do that. Let's turn the sound off on this video. There we go. There's the ref. Once again, this is the effect we're going to want down here. So not a small order, but I'll give it a good try. I'm also going to listen to myself real quick in the stream to make sure that I'm not breathing into my mic again. So just a moment. In the stream to make sure that I'm not breathing into my mic again. So just a moment. Testing, testing. In the stream to make sure that I'm not breathing into my mic again. So just a moment. Testing, testing. There we go. It's freaking out a little bit, but it works. So I don't seem to be breathing into my mic. Let's turn the sound back on. Okay. Now, I've really struggled with these rolling hills. You would think it would be like a really simple thing. Oh, cat wants some sleeping place. Here you go. Because like hills, right? You can just grab a brush, make a blob, that's a hill, we're done. But it's really hard to get a sense of scale while doing this. So like when I did this area in the past, it seemed to be like it was pretty good scale and stuff, but once we got in VR, it just seems super off. So terrain pieces, rework this please. Oh god. Yeah. So let's try with this here and my on the other screen my reference. See if that makes it more sensible. Maybe it won't. Maybe it won't. We'll have to see. Okay, that's the size of that. I'm gonna go ahead and like flatten up some stuff real quick. So firstly, click here. Let's make that the range. And we're going to, instead of paint texture, we're going to go ahead and smooth height. There we go. Had a little moment there, but we got there. Did I not say this was 5,000? Here we go. Must have not pressed enter. Let's grow this out. Just kind of do this real quick. Raise that up. And some more. Don't seem to see a difference in my camera down here. Am I not having a difference, or what's going on? Okay, so I clearly see a hill here. Let's give ourselves a view where we can see it. Yeah, no, there's no difference right now. None whatsoever. Okay. Let's have the brush strength up. What's going on? It should be smoothing that down. Vertically 0. Okay. What if I put in negative? Nothing. I don't see a difference whatsoever. At all. Okay, well let's try a few other tools. What happens if we click on hydraulic erosion? Oh! What is that? That's kind of cool. Wind? Wind erosion? What effect is that? Look at that, that's weird. It's not what we want at all. Okay, let's try the smooth height tool on this. Because if it should have an effect on anything, it should have an effect on this. And I'm seeing no difference. Well, maybe a little bit. Not enough to matter. What happens if we put the max strength up to like 100? Okay, come on, that should do something. It really doesn't do much of anything. Yeah, that's not doing much of anything. Okay. I have to have a little think here. So, what I'm thinking I'm going to try to fix two issues I'm having at the same time here. And that might mean that, you know, I have to do everything for the terrain again, but last time I remember I did all these mountains and I was quite happy with the result in VR. This time I'm going to work just on the terrain and I'm going to start fresh. These blocks of terrain, I think they're too small. So I'll grab all the terrain blocks, get rid of them, wait for Unity to catch up. Okay, so we still have this here. Let me click around. So this is prefabs for the village. Let's close that for now. XR, let's close that for now. And the sky stuff, let's close that for now. So the sky stuff, I was actually in contact with the guy who makes it. And he was saying that he had never actually tested it in VR before. So it works absolutely fine for like just a player with a camera moving around. But the moment that VR is involved and there's like two eyes, some weirdness happens. So he's planning on reworking it. He's planning on having a version out eventually that'll work with VR, but it's not ready now, so I'm just going to ignore that for now. So for the moment, I'm going to click on Asset, no. Let me go around this real quick because I have the memory, there it is. That's it. So it does create all this data for the terrain. I don't want that. Go away. 120 terrain data. Yes, let's not keep that. We'll start over. We'll start over fresh for the terrain, but I've done it like 4 or 5 times now, so it's not the end of the world. Teleportation area. So let's create a new 3D object, terrain. And here we go. So this is the default size, which the size you see is 1000 by 1000. Which I think it'll be a bit lighter if we do it by 1000 and 1000. I had them at 500 by 500 last time, so. Terrain height. There's a few things I have to remember about this. So let me check. It's at 0, 0 to start with, which is higher than the lowest value. And if I remember right, it's a problem because it doesn't go down from this height. So let's do sculpt. No, not sculpt. Hold raise lower. That's what I wanted. Lower this all the way down to like this. So I'm raising it, as we can see. It's been raised. I'm going to want it to go down now, so is it Alt? No, it's Control. So I hold Control and it goes down, but as we see, it doesn't go down further than 0. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower the entire terrain in Y, I believe, to -300. Let me just really quickly take a look around here. I see someone has bumped in, so hello person who has just arrived. You have missed absolutely nothing. Okay, so this should be my lowest area, and it goes under. Ooh, it might not be my lowest area. I think it goes lower down there. I may have to bring it down a little bit more. Possibly a little bit more. Okay, let's put it down to 350. And I think that'll be good. And now it's not putting any of the terrain in the terrain stuff, so it's probably putting it right here. And we're going to put this over here. I'd like to also see my house that's over here. So I believe this is essentially 0, 0. Last time I had it just like that. This time I'm wondering, do I not want to just have it like -500 over in that direction and then -500, so that this terrain is essentially the terrain around the house, and I can name it something like house area. I think that might be a good idea. And I can like work on this, and I believe, let me check real quickly. Terrain data, open, check in, undo, no. I was gonna say, I believe I can have different things for it. So I could have like this one house area terrain be higher resolution and stuff. That might be good. Okay, let's go with that. Let's have this centered on the house, and if that doesn't work, I'll figure it out. It's not like it's not like I can't just start over again, right? There we go. Let's do that, let's do that, let's do that. Make sure this goes like over all these. Maybe this one too. What the heck, maybe those ones. And because I have less of these terrain blocks now, because they're bigger, I should not have as much trouble moving the terrain around. Let's leave that like that. This is a mountain, so I'll just make sure it kind of clips in. This might be a bit low. Let's make that one there. This should be hidden from view from here. We can add more later, worst off. Okay, let's go back into this. Grab all our new terrains. There's significantly less pieces of terrains now. Just add them all here. There we go. We can close this up for the moment. And all our new terrain pieces are here. Let's double check. Yeah, there's nothing here. So all our new pieces of terrain are here. Good, good, good. Okay, next thing. Let's give it a color, a base color. I'm thinking grass. Grass seems like the most logical one because a lot of terrain, a lot of grass. Paint texture. Material I won't touch. Layers I will touch. Let's create a brand new layer palette profile. Art environment. Layers. No, let's do it here. Create layer palette profile. Okay, I have to find this now. 2D, shader, testing, playables, XR skies, no. Lens, material. Okay, maybe I can't do it through here. Maybe I have to do it through here. Okay, let's go down. Create new layer, add layer. We should have one for our basic grass. I say that. Yeah, this one right here. That should be okay. Why can't I use this? House area. Can I just drag drop this in? No. The heck? Grass? Oh. Yeah, that one's the one. Okay, so we have grass here. We'll save as a new palette preset. Over in art, let's just have it in environment. Let's have it in layers. I changed my mind. Layer palette. We're only having one scene, so might as well. Can I select all of these at once? I cannot select all these at once. What I can do, however, if I remember correctly, is select this. Make the brush size ridiculously high. And just paint. Oh, maybe I can't. There we go. Yeah, I thought so. And it added itself to absolutely everything. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So, next thing to do. Hello. Is I guess I still, no matter what, want to have a farm that I can like stand on and just look out at the world. So I'm hesitating now. See, my thought process up to now, every single time I've tried this, I've like decided, you know what? I know exactly where this farm is meant to be. It is right here. So I should make the terrain be up to that height. And then I should make sure everything else kind of fits around that. But I've done that every single time so far, and I've like not liked the result every single time so far. So maybe what I want to do instead is just have a slow ramp up starting from the bottom. Ideally, what I do is like have the highest elevation over here. The lowest elevation over here. Maybe have it like split half and half, and then do a smooth height, and just have it kind of melt and even itself out for a slow slope all the way down, and then I'd add in the details of the hills and stuff. Now, the trouble with that is the smooth height doesn't seem to do what I think it does. Let's test it. Let's test it just right here. So let's do raise or lower terrain. We're going to raise this up to this. And then we're going to have the lowest terrain like down here, a little bit higher than the base. I'm going to take a set height. No, sorry. Ooh. Smooth height. Going to lower this to be like essentially just these two. And I'm just going to do this. Yeah, you see it's doing exactly what I thought it was supposed to be doing. It's evening it out. I'm not sure what was happening earlier. What's interesting though is that the highest point is actually doing most of the movement. Okay. How do I want to do this then? Maybe what I'd like to do is do a raise, make it blurred out a little bit, just evenly blurred out. Raise this up. Ooh, it doesn't like me doing this. That big, I guess. And just my thoughts are I raise it up here. Oh, it's really laggy now. Maybe I can like turn off parts of them? Would that help? If I just turn these off for a moment? And they're like this? Kind of. Not really. Okay, brush strength, let's raise that up anyway. Not really, that doesn't really help. Okay, so I'm having the same issue again where I'm just really struggling to see like the effects that I'm having. It'd be great if I could put it in a mode where I like have a topographical map, so like concentric rings of showing how high and low things are, or just like dark to light values based off of the height. But I don't really want to invest an entire evening into making material for this. Except I feel like I'm blind otherwise. Let's give it another try. And then if I don't like it, I'll start over. Again. This isn't bad actually. Except I think I'm missing this. There we go. It's not a bad view. Nice little hills. Yeah, it's completely nonsensical because I'm doing this essentially blind. It's just, it's a green blob. Hmm. Let's bring this all back down. I really don't like this tool for this. Let's loop this out because clearly I do need it. Let me think. What would help me be able to properly see height? Maybe just a lighting thing. Let me see, directional light. Where's my directional light? Yes, where is my directional light? Okay. Oh, it's invisible. Wonderful. No, that's not quite gonna do it, eh? What about if I raise the intensity? Okay, if I click on terrain pieces now and I like try to raise something, do I clearly see it? Oh, that's not so bad actually. I can kind of see what I'm doing. Why did this unselect? There we go. It's a little bit less bad. The problem I'm having now is just that it lags. So it just keeps making these random blobs that are just... That's not how terrain works. Okay. What is this? What are my options? Oh, that's interesting. This is very interesting. What if I raise the size of this? Yeah, the other thing is it gets in the way after that. Here we go. No, it's essentially a flat plane. Okay. Because I'm like moving it around and stuff. What if I put the strength to like 100, right? Put this up and then ooh, is that just a big blob? Yeah. 100 is too high. 10? Okay, we're getting somewhere. Let's put this down to 2. And I'm thinking I could just stamp these down a few times. Hide this, come in closer. That's actually closer to what I want. I mean, it's far from perfect. It's a bit closer. Didn't tell you to make 2 of them. Here we go. goes down deeper here though. Okay. That looks weird. The mountain's getting swallowed up. Yeah, that looks pretty close actually. I could raise the land up to here. Only downside is I don't really, there isn't like a drop off on this. Let's see. Okay, so this is gonna be where it is if I was to put it down another time. So let's lower the strain. Ooh. It is still floating. There's a freaking massive hill right in front of my view. Okay. So if I do this, is that pretty good? I mean both yes and no. Okay, let's get the mountainy things in the background upwards. There we go, just make sure that this kind of meshes into the mountains. I didn't mean to click on the mountain, I'm sorry. There we go. This hill's a bit annoying here, but let's see if we can smooth this down a little bit. Is that me? That might have been me. Brush size. Okay. And you see, once again, nothing. No difference whatsoever. So what if I put this up to like stupid amounts, right? And I go up to here. Is there a difference? Nope. Is there a difference? Nope. So last time I tried this on a smaller area, no problem. It evened itself out. This one, for some reason, when I try to make it on a bigger area, which is like where I actually need it, there's no no change. I didn't change that either. What if I blur this? Oh! That seems to have done something. There we go. So blur radius is what I needed apparently. So we'll have this big hill, which I'm not very fond of. I'm going to scale this down a bit. Do this. Okay, let's see what this gives us. That's a less big hill now. Where's my little house? So I have this little hill here. I still don't like it. It's still too big. Get down. Get downhill. Go away. You are not wanted, hill. Okay, and we'll raise this up. Because it seemed to have done a difference last time. Here we go. Bring this down. Oh, that's going fairly well. Okay, that's not so bad. This is a little bit better. Okay. Okay, so I have two ways I can do this part now. Let's just save it real quick in case something crashes. I could just raise this land up until it gets there and hope for the best, or now that I figure out how to get smooth height to work on large areas, I could say set height. World 0. There we go. And then this will be perfectly world zeroed in. Okay, so let's brush size up to 5,000. Let's bring this up to here. Something like that. And then I will smooth it down again. So smooth height, not as big, and we're going just really quickly smooth this down. And so I can have my little view with the right height. Okay. This is actually not the right height. I just realized. Okay, sure. Set height once again, but not as big. Let's make it much smaller. Just the immediate area around there. There we go. This is the right height. Sure. And we have a little hill. Okay. Make it smaller. 45. Let's just really make a few blobs around it. As such, we'll get the smooth height again. Raise this up a little bit. Woo, not that much. Not that much either. Okay, let's bring the brush size back down to 500 maximum, so I have more control over this. Something like that. Woohoo! Okay, shit. There we go. Oh, brush strength, yeah. Okay. Oh god. Blur radius. Ah, there we go. Just kind of blur this in a little bit. Here we go. Just like that. Okay. So you can walk over to here. And it starts going down. You have the hills. And we can add in like some fake hills. Where are my hill things? Just give ourselves like a what happens if I add blur radius? Nothing. Okay. Brush strength. The heck? sure. Maximum 2000. And now it doesn't do a thing. Oh, I'm still smoothing. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, not smooth. Um, Stamp terrain? Oh, cool. No, race. There we go. Then this is gonna be like severe. Okay, and let's raise this here, but not quite this high. 1. Yeah, just something like this. Oop. Okay. The little fog actually is involved. Kind of just go by hand and just raise this up, I think, with much lower values than what I've been using so far. Look at this. Look how big this is. It's crazy. Whew. Okay. Let's put the max size on this one to 100. You know what? 1. 1 is the max size, sir. 2. 0. 0 to 2. Why can I not have 1 to 2? 5? Interesting. Let's make this like 30 maybe maximum. Okay, that's a bit better. Brush scatter, brush spacing, brush rotation. Ooh, brush size. Here we go. Then it goes off a little bit longer before it starts kind of rolling hill. Ying up. What are the stuff I have in this? Got a whole bunch of like crags and stuff. Okay, let's do that. Let's raise this up slightly. Yeah, have some bumpiness. Then I'll send this off over here. Just some randomness to it, hopefully, is what that'll come out as, but we'll see. Okay, there's something I need to do over here, so let's start fixing that up. Okay, so I have this like weird hill. Alright, sure, let's just fix this over here. This needs to go over the mountain pieces. Same back here. Same over here. There we go. Can I just move this guy up a little bit? Something like that. Let's go back to the homestead. Take a look over. Yeah, we see the nice mountains now. And we're also going to have some hills behind there, I think. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Yeah, that's about the hill that there is in the anime. We'll raise this up as well, so there isn't quite as much of a dip there. I think this is pretty good. Raise this up over here as well. I may have to do something different for that actually. No, that's not so bad. Let's leave that like that. I can raise this mountain maybe? No, I will not. This is fine. Oh, I completely lost my nice view I had. That I've been working on this entire time. It's because of this hill right here, I guess? Yes, let's get rid of that. Maybe a smooth height? Yeah, and I screwed up the thing I've been working on over here, eh? Yeah, everything's floating now. Okay. Let's go back until this is back to how it was. There we go. Oh. Oh. Okay, I'll fix this after, I think. I'll do this separately. Let's fix the view first. This is supposed to be going down. So a lot of just back and forth, as I don't actually know what I want. Oh, that's nice though. That's a nice view in the camera. That looks pretty good, I think. Can I add some more here? Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Well, this is looking pretty good. This is looking pretty good. Okay, let's fix the homestead. Because it's either in the ground or flying now. Oh, it's not so bad. Okay. Okay. Let's grab the set height. And just kind of tippy-tappy it. Oops. That's much more than I anticipated. Just tippy-tappy it in. Here we go. Just tippy-tappy it in. I'm supposed to have like a little hill behind here. So let's raise the lower terrain. Not that much. Little tippy-tappies. Ooh, okay. Lower the strength. Little tippy-tappies. That might actually be really big. Okay, this is pretty good. So yeah, I can see the mountains in the distance. I can see that there's like some hills. Let's make some more like closer. This maybe? Yeah, we've got little hills. And I just wanna, oops, tippy-tappy in some little hills here and there. Just not make it quite as smooth. smooth this out a little bit. But I'm just gonna add in some more here and there. First, sure, smooth height. Not that big. Jeez, not that big. It's still too small. Brush size. Yeah, just a little bit of variation, not too much. We still have our nice view from the rock. Got some hills around the house. Kind of see the mountains off in the distance. Sure, let's go with that. Let's go with that. That's pretty good, right? All right. Now, for further along in the reference, after she's fighting a dragon, you will not escape. Freeze everything solid. Come on. There, it's coming up. Oh, actually, that was a pretty good gauge for like how big the dirt area is. But you see, I don't think I have a very good mountain line here. Oop, cat, you're laying on my finger. There we go. Yeah, it's a lot less majestic. Oh gosh, okay. Alright, well, let's carry on the back and forth, right? So let's put a mountain, oops, just get up higher. Oh, then again, you know what? I can move my camera and take a look at this view. See if I could sync it up with this a little bit. So, camera block. And I guess you're like something like this. Downwards. Up. Here. Something like that. That looks pretty much like it. And we want mountains all the way up. So in this direction, we don't seem to have much in the way of hills, actually. Just got to remember this session to make sure that when I go in VR, I turn off this camera because it messes stuff up quite badly. And also to set my, lights properly because it's kind of bad. Okay, so those mountains, yes. Double. Move this over here. That's pretty good, actually. Let's have a snowy mountain here. Sure. And another one over here. Ooh. Ooh. Mountain's coming down at you. Let's have this like here. Rotate it. Move this down. Move this over. rotate, rotate, something like that. And I don't care if it doesn't make too much sense. What I do care about is that we have a nice little kind of mountain skyline, if that makes any sense. Something like this. Mountains in the background. Oops. And we'll take another one of these. There we go. Something like that, sure. Okay, that's, yeah, it's not as bad. So where's that hill I keep seeing? Okay, so this is the camera. It's looking at this, and there's a hill here. It should be going down there. Okay, sure, let's do that. Back up to terrain. And let's smooth height. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Let's do that. Grow this up. Oops. I want to keep that. So what's happening here? It's just essentially a flat surface until you get there. Huh. I'm actually a little bit amazed that I don't notice this. Yeah, you do. You do notice that. Okay. Here's a crazy fix. What if I grab this, move this over, and just clip this in? Oh, okay. Something like that. You I can raise, move, lower. There we go. No one needs to know. I think you can still see it from that angle. Yes. Okay, let's maybe rotate this a little bit less. Now it should be hidden by the other mountain. I say that. Okay, let's go back to the rock. Yeah, you don't really notice it. Looks pretty good, I think. In the enemy, there's like a forest over here. This is a bit boring, but it's not bad. Can I like stretch this out, maybe? Smooth height, set height? If I raise this up, ooh, not that much. Oh, yeah, I can see it like squaring up over there. Okay. Sure. Raise or lower terrain. Sure. Let's leave this like this, not worry about it too much. Okay. Let's go back to the camera. No, I don't want to raise that. I want to deselect these. Select the camera. There we go. My camera stone. Oh, okay. That's gonna say it's looking pretty good, but it's a bit wonky in that direction. So let's bring this back over to here and up and over and down and this way and oh god. Here we go, I think this is better. Did I say that? My camera's a bit wonky. Okay, I think this may be a time I should be getting ready to go into VR. So let's turn our camera off, put ourselves back in display 1. Give it a little save. Find my directional light. Put this intensity back down to 1. And sure, it's like almost midday, I guess. Okay, and maybe put a bit of dirt. Maybe put a bit of dirt. Terrain texture. That sounds pretty good. Brush size, bring it down to like 45. Sure. And we're going to add a layer, which will be a good question. Light dirt. Light dirt is what it's called. Okay. And add layer light dirt. And just kind of bloop this down. Okay. Got our dirt back down. Cool. Do I want to mess around with adding grasses and other stuff before going into VR? Maybe. Maybe. Terrain, house, trees, no trees defined. Edit trees, add trees, please assign a tree, prefab, tree. I'm going to go on a limb. No? Okay. Alright. Select this. What is this called? Broadleaf. Okay. Broadleaf it is. Edit tree, add tree, game object. What about leaf? Okay, so we have broadleaf 1, 2. Let's go with 2. Add. And add tree. Leaf. 3. Add. Ooh. Tree height random. Brush size. Yes. Ooh. No, there's a forest back there, so. Oh, that's the opposite of what I want. This is closer. So there's a nice little forest. Can have the trees. Unfortunately, I only put the broadleaf number 2s. Fair enough. Let's lower this. Just kind of bloop, 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 bloop. Then 3, bloop, 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 bloop. Sure, there's forest now. What about these? Add grass texture. grass. Select this one, add, and just let's do a little test. Okay. Okay. Brush size, like add grass here. Oops, something like that. Just something like this. It's just testing some stuff out, I guess. Lowering that down. Give ourselves some grasses. Oh gosh, okay. Okay, sure. Sure. Ooh. Leave it to a programmer to come up with such a beautiful environment. Alright, so we've got some grasses, we've got some trees, we've got our little house. We've got our mountains, we've got a pretty good view here. What else do I want to do before I go into VR? I guess nothing. I guess nothing. I'll look for another solution as well for the clouds, but something that I'm a bit sad about the cloud thing. Yeah, I mean the procedural clouds would have been cool. But I've been like looking at the clouds over in Fallout 4 because there's Fallout 4 VR and I've been playing around with that a little bit. And the clouds in there are actually really nice. Like, me knowing how it works, I can tell that this is essentially like clouds on a skybox with something extra moving in the foreground, but the result is quite nice. And I think I might be going down that way. But what I'm a bit sad about is that with this cloud package that I gotten, I also had like sun, moon, and stars. So when the sun goes down, the stars come out, and the moon, you know, does its movement in the sky, and the lighting comes from the moon and such. And I'm a bit sad that I don't have that anymore. I might recreate it for this little project. We'll see. Okay, so I guess it's time for me to stop stalling and go into VR. I am going to make sure that that terrain is with the rest of the terrain first, though. Here we go. Thank you very much, environment. Save it, and yeah, let's go into VR. Let's check it out. Okay, there we go. I am now in VR. Here we go, and where are my hands? Hand one, hand two. That is not where you are, hand. No? That's not where my hands are. Here we go. Let me move this mic. Unfortunately, I can't hear my music anymore, though. Oh, this is nice. Oh, okay. So the view over here, much better. There's still a lot of work to do for like the color of the hills, in the anime you have like different colored hills based off of, I guess, the grasses and how, you know, dry or not they are. A little bit like how you see in the foreground here. Let's get a better look at these grasses. So, oh, that's gonna bother me. Okay, we're not gonna use this grass. That that is not that is not how a billboard is meant to work. Or maybe it is. I don't know. I don't like this. They're gonna be meshes. I don't like this. You turn your head and the grass moves. That makes no sense. But yeah, so you can see that there's like variation in the grass. Some is a little bit greener, some is a little bit redder over here, and that's what I would like to have for the hills along the way. Now that I think I have the shape pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. What else can I say? Let's go back up there. Looking at the mountains, it looks good. I like the forest. I like the forest quite a bit. We no longer have shadows on the ground, I'm noticing. We're no longer having shadows in the scene. I'm gonna have to do something about that. This is it's a bit much. Once again, kind of wish I'd be able to like move the train in VR and I could be like, grab this and bring it up and move that down and stuff, but I don't think that's the thing that I can do right now. Alright, let's see the forest. I like the forest. That's by no means perfect. It doesn't look very natural, but it's nice. Nice addition there. Can I go by my chill out rock? Here we go. Chill out rock. Yeah. Yeah, it's coming along. Okay. So today I reworked all the terrain. It's not perfect still, but I'm liking this much more. This is much more what I envisioned and what it looks like in the anime. Did some quick tests with some trees. I don't hate the trees. Could have some variation, and I'm probably going to make my own trees and reuse some of these shaders so that I can make them look like proper anime looking trees. The grass, quick tests with textures, do not like the end result. You turn your head and the grass billboard turns with it. It makes no sense. And I don't even think they're doing it right. So there must be some wonkiness with the VR headset. But yeah, I think this is pretty good for today. I think this is pretty good for today. I have to fix up this area. Okay. So what about next time I do this? I'd like to work a little bit more on the house. I've got like the start of an interior here, but there's supposed to be stairs and there are rooms which I don't have access to. I think next time that's what I'm going to want to do. I just saw a little bit of a what the fuck bug here around the border. Okay. I have to fix this. Yeah, I think next time it'll be good to rework a little bit the interior of the house. Now that we're starting to have a bit of a better view, mostly out the front door. It's quite nice. So that's going to be it today, I think. A nice short session. So here we go. Oh, you just arrived now? What have you done while I had dinner? I recreated the entire terrain. Yeah, you just got here, just when I was about to head off. I was saying I'm gonna have a bit of a shorter session. I reworked the view a little bit. I want to have it more like the anime. It's looking pretty good. I added some grass. I'm not convinced about the grass. It looks fine here, but look at what happens when you turn your view. I don't like that. It's gonna be mesh grass, I think. And I was also saying that I did a quick test with trees. See how it looks, a forest. I like the trees, but I think I'm gonna rework them and like make my own version in 3D and base myself off what I see in the show and such. Um, but I was just saying like, yeah, I'd like to rework the inside now. Continue on that next time, but not for today. Yeah, the grass is following. I'm gonna make a meshes. I don't like that effect. So yeah, for today, I think I'm gonna call it. Bit sleepy. I've also been putting off for quite a few days now something I wanted to paint. So yeah, I'll do that next time. Next week, I'll try to start the stream around 7 again. That's pretty much what I've been doing. Thanks for the short session. Yeah, if you want to see the session, it should actually like have saved it, and you'll be able to watch this after. It's like an hour and a half long. All right. Yes, I do need to sleep. All right, thanks for showing up, Graph. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.